The University of Rice, one of the more sadder programs when it comes to football. They have all-time record of 493, 664, and 32. They have been around since 1912. Last bowl win 2014, a bowl record of 7-7. The UMass Minutemen. They started in 1879. Their last bowl win was 1972. The record in just the last 10 years is 26-95, and they have an all-time bowl record of just 1-2. These two horrible brand football universities are being taken over. UMass is being taken over by Nick Saban Jr. Nick Saban's son looks to take over the Minutemen and get them turned around with all the knowledge he has learned from his dad. And taking over the University of Rice is going to be Bo Schembechler Jr., the son of all-time great Michigan head coach Bo Schembechler, as he looks to guide this program to the success his dad was able to lead Michigan to what will happen. And welcome to episode 1 of the new 10-year war series. In episode 1, we will just be seeing the University of Rice playing the University of UMass. Each season they will play each other, at least out of conference. The plan is to hopefully eventually get them to play each other in the playoffs and hopefully maybe a national championship if it lines up that way. Now, for the rules for this dynasty, year 1, we're just going to play the home conference games, and to be able to play the rest of the conference games, we are going to have to make the conference title game. But I'm not allowed to play the conference title game until each coach wins a conference game. So if Rice wins the American Conference Championship, then the next season, if they make the American Conference Championship, I'll be able to play that game as Rice. And same with UMass. The rules are the same for both. We're not going to be able to recruit until each team has a winning record, so I'm not going to be able to recruit until Rice has a winning record. They can go 7-6 for all I care. That's a winning record, so we would be able to recruit with Rice the next season. That doesn't start until the next season, though, so say they go 7-6, I cannot start recruiting that transfer period. I would have to wait until the next season. Then on the out-of-conference games, I can't really think of a good rule. So the only rule I can think of is they have to go undefeated out of conference for me to be able to play the out of conference games. Then each coach did jump around. Nick Saban's known for coaching at Bama, and Bo Schembechler is known for coaching at Michigan. But if you look each coach up, they both coached at multiple stops. So I'm going to put the added factor on they're not allowed to leave each school until they get at least a winning record with that school. So they go 7-6 year 1, they can jump schools if they want to, but I'm on to keep each team or each coach at each school for probably 3 years, at least beginning. Then I think that's about it when it comes to the rules. You can see Rice is kind of starting to struggle. They got that big first down, but they weren't really able to do anything as they take a sack right there by number 56, Cameron, I think that was said. So Rice goes 4 and out, I think, on that drive. Basically, 5 and out, I guess. However many plays they played. Then on UMass, they have pretty decent quarterback. I've already played episode 1. I just have to edit all of it. Their quarterback is decent. It's nothing special. But I think this should be a fun little series. I don't know how long each episode's going to be, especially once we unlock recruiting and stuff. So one episode may just be like one game for each school, maybe just one game at all. So that may be interesting. Then I'm glad I left that in. I thought that was a pretty cool play. The running back just hurdles the defender out of nowhere, only for a gain of, I think it was 7. So I lost my train of thought. I was talking about how long the episodes would be. So I don't know how long the episodes are going to be once we get deeper into the series. And I was also wrong. That was a gain of 10 on that hurdle. I went back and looked. As you can see, UMass is going downfield pretty easily against this Rice defense. I did record and left in basically the full drives for each team to start out, just to give my time, give myself enough time to explain the dynasty and the rules and all that stuff. There's a big gain right there by the UMass running back. I think Hood was his name, if I remember correct. But I think this will be a pretty fun series. It should be interesting. And I've never done a series where coaching 2 teams at once. And I've never really seen a series where you try to rebuild 2 teams at once. And I picked UMass and Rice just because I've been wanting to do a UMass dynasty, and I kind of been wanting to do a Rice dynasty, so I just decided to do both. And then I got the idea for the coaches and the 10-year war and all that fun stuff. So I think it should be relatively fun. As you can see, Rice was trying to do a little trick play right there and got tackled in the backfield and ended up having to punt. Then as we fast forward, somehow the receiver was able to come down with that play. Rice panics, calls a timeout. Then all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal for UMass, and UMass is looking to get in again, and they do. UMass jumps out to a 14-0 lead all of a sudden, and Rice is in disbelief. Each time they play each other, it's gonna be like a rivalry game, so each team's gonna get to host. It's not gonna be winner gets to host. It's just go back and forth between Rice and UMass. And then it's gonna be the same way as of if one coach switches schools and the other one doesn't, they will just stay. It will just stay as a home and home. I think I've done all the explaining as I can think of, and Rice is finally able to tie it up. So now we're getting to the game call of the rest of this game. Rice ties the game up. UMass is 3rd and 9. They hand it out to the running back, and the running back gets a huge hole and is able to get it up to the 27 as the clock ends and as the clock comes to zeros in the first quarter. And a few plays later, they're able to find the end zone again, and UMass gets 7 more, and it's 20-7. They end up kicking the extra point, and the extra point's good, and UMass jumps out to a 21-7 lead against Rice. The Rice fans are in disbelief. Rice goes right back down the field, and now they're threatening on a 3rd and 9 at the 20. They do a little screen play, and UMass is all over it, and Rice sends out the field goal unit. The field goal is going to be 30-something yards, and it is good. Rice is able to cut the lead to only 11, or cut the deficit to only 11, and now UMass is facing a 3rd and 16. UMass quarterback runs around. He's looking for something. He decides to take off, which I did a little practice with each team, but I ended up cutting that out of the video. And the quarterback was slow as hell, so I was surprised he was able to pick that much up. So fast forward to the next Rice drive. Rice goes for it on 4th down, and they are stopped. And their offensive lineman's hurt. Rice is stopped on 4th down. Then UMass decides. The UMass comes out. They don't decide they have to come out. UMass comes out, and I honestly forgot what they do. They hand the ball off to the running back, and the running back's able to pick up 10 yards, even though it looks like he got tackled before the first down marker. Now it is 3rd and 9. Rice's defense is trying to get a stop, give the ball back to their offense and decent field positioning, and they do come up with a stop. So UMass has to punt for the first time today. Rice drives it all the way down to the 12. It's 3rd and goal. quarterback's looking, decides to take off and runs and gets a gain of 3 and slides, and Rice has to kick another field goal. And UMass's defense comes up again with another stop. UMass is looking like the better team so far in this game, even though they are very undermanned when it comes to players and abilities and stuff. Rice got the ball back. They're driving late in the first half, finds a wide open receiver, and they scored their second touchdown of the game. And now they're able to cut it to a 2-point game with only 39 seconds left before half. They end up deciding to kick the extra point as Jacoby Bostick gets the touchdown. Once we get farther into the dynasty, I'm going to name these players easy names I can pronounce. They do kick the extra point. Okay. So the extra point's good. And they go into half trailing by 1, I think. Hang on, I forgot what happened. Got pick up a 5. And last play of the half, I don't know why I left this in. Last play of the half, UMass hikes it. Basically going to do Hail Mary. No, they throw it to the running back. Running back picks up a good chunk, but we're going to halftime. And UMass leads 21-20 at halftime. The passing yards is in favor of Rice. Oh, this is just passing stats. Both quarterbacks are having a great day. One's 12 of 14 for 2 touchdowns, 154. The other one's 22 of 25 for 242, 2 touchdowns. As you see, the third touchdown of the game, second touchdown for the UMass quarterback. Then you have the second touchdown for Rice right there that was able to cut it down to only a 1-point game. Rice kicks off, so UMass gets the ball first. I think I left this in just because of the second half kickoff. Nothing really too exciting happened. Nothing exciting happened. Okay. So UMass does nothing. They give the ball back to Rice. Rice has a 3rd and 6 from their 21, and they get the first down, and they get a lot more. It looks like he is gone, and he is going to score. Touchdown Rice, and Rice takes the lead for the first time today. This Dickman, I think his name was. Yeah, Dickman. This guy has an insane game. He has one of the craziest games I've ever seen from a player watching the sim. He gets it, cuts in, cuts back out, and next thing you knew, he just had 3 Rice defenders running full speed at him, but they were not catching him. He was running to lunch. It must have been pizza day. Rice decides to go for 2 right here. They hand it off to the running back, and the running back is stopped in the backfield. I almost said for a loss of yardage, but that was a 2-point conversion, so that was wrong. So UMass gets the ball back. Lawrence drops back, throws it, incomplete pass. So UMass decides to kick a field goal. The UMass kicker is going to be good. The kick is good. UMass cuts the lead back down to 2. Rice fans cannot believe they're playing this close of a game. UMass is back in Rice territory again. Running back in motion. Lawrence looks, throws it to the running back, and the running back is just tackled for a loss. And then UMass lines up for another kick, this one to give them the lead. 4th and 8 from the 9-yard line. And this one is no good, off the post. He misses a gimme field goal, and UMass is still trailing. Very easy kick, very horrible miss. Late in the third quarter, the quarterback finds Dickman again, and Dickman, he must have like 90-something speed, or 95-something speed, because he is gone. Dickman gets his second touchdown just the quarter, and Both of them were long plays. The Rice takes the lead to 8 points. Rice is going to be leading going into the fourth quarter. Dickman, see, I'm not making it up, Dickman's the name, grabs the ball and he's gone. They give him too much space. I guess they were pressing him, maybe, and he was gone. Rice fans do it, celebrating before he even gets in there. Long touchdown. Fireworks going off in Rice. Then fast forward to the fourth quarter. UMass is attempting a 51-yard field goal, and it was good. 51-yard field goal was good to cut the lead back down to 6. UMass gets in, rushing touchdown right there, so UMass kicks the lead back out. This guy was pretty good, number 10. I can't remember his name. Maybe we'll show it. But this guy was pretty fun to play with. Jackson. Jackson, we'll just call him Jackson. Jackson gets in. They end up going for 2 right here to try to make it a 14-point game, I think. Yeah, 14-point game. And it's no good. So UMass gets the ball, 4th and 8 from their 47. They get the first down. Sorry, I was trying to look at the yardage monitor. So UMass decides to go for it. Or UMass decides to go no huddle. So UMass is no huddle. They're looking. Lawrence looks, steps up, throws it, almost picked off. 2nd down now. 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Lawrence is in the backfield, or Lawrence ready for the snap, sends the receiver in the motion. Lawrence throws it short for a pickup of 2. UMass is in the no huddle still, trying to get anything they can get. Quarterback has all day in the pocket, decides to chunk it deep, and it is going to be knocked away at the last minute. So UMass decides to go for it. 4th and 8, needing a score, needing at least a first down. Quarterback's looking, throws it deep once again, all day in the pocket. And this time they come down with it to cut the lead to 7. I think it cuts the lead to 7. Cuts the lead to 5. Sorry, my bad. So UMass gets the ball back, and Rice comes out, gets another huge play by Dickman. He has 6 catches for 255 yards today. 1st and 10. UMass decides to call the first time out after the last play. And then an injury on UMass stops the clock, but since we're not under the 2-minute warning, they don't have to waste a timeout. And that will become a key factor. Pay attention to that. So 2nd and 7 from the 42. Rice is still trying to drive. They head after the running back, and running back is tackled in the backfield for a loss of 4. They come back out. 3rd and 3, 11 minutes, or 3rd and 11, 3:03 left. Quarterback chunks it and overthrows his receiver, but hits the pylon. They decide to punt. UMass has the ball. UMass tries to get that running game going. A little too late to go get that running game going, I think, guys. UMass comes to the line, 2nd and 7, 2:45 from the 26. Having to drive the length of the field. Quarterback has the ball. Quick throw to their tight end, I think. No, that was the quick throw to running back, I think. We'll find out later. Coming to the line, 2:30 left, 3rd and 2 from the 32-yard line. Quarterback keeps it, fakes the handoff, and he gets the first down and quarterback gets the ball all the way up to the 49-yard line. He was not doing that in practice when I was doing read options with him. Quarterback comes to the line, 2 receivers. Quarterback has the ball all day in the pocket still. But this time he's going to be sacked. I spoke too soon. Number 43 with a huge sack that's going to send us to the 2-minute warning. Two-minute warning here in Houston. 2nd and 16. Lawrence comes to the line, running back to the right. 2 receivers to each side. Lawrence in the pocket, looking, and he's going to get sacked again, this time by the same player. McLaurin, what? I couldn't read the name, it was too small. With his second sack, back-to-back sacks, 3rd and 22 now all of a sudden for Ryan with his third sack of the day. 3rd and 22, 1:37 left from the 37-yard line. UMass has the ball. They throw it short for a gain of 4 yards. They decided to make 4th down just a little bit more manageable. 4th and 18. UMass has it, throws it deep, and it's caught by their running back. UMass hurries to the line. UMass trying to get a touchdown, but they're also trying not to score too soon. Quarterback makes an adjustment. Quarterback has the ball. He's in the pocket. Again, all day to throw. He throws it to Ezekiel Dallas. Or Dallas Ezekiel? Ezekiel Dallas. Can't remember. But he picks up 24 on the play. First down. First and goal from the 3. 103 left. Rice doesn't believe what's happening. Dallas Elliott, sorry. I'm not even close. I was thinking of Ezekiel Elliott. Dallas Elliott with a huge catch for 24 yards. And he's almost able to get in. He got the ball down to the 2-yard line? UMass comes to the line. Now they come to the line. Clock's still running. They probably want to run a little bit more clock, give as less time possible to Rice. Lawrence has it, throws it to the running back. Running back gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock still running. 45, 44. 2nd and goal from the 3. Lawrence has it. Lawrence looking, throws it. Jump ball. No, knocked away by Rice at the last minute. 3rd and 3. Third and goal. 37 seconds left from the 3-yard line. Lawrence is looking. All day in the pocket. He decides to run, and he leaps into the end zone. UMass has the lead. UMass has the lead for the first time since the second quarter, since halftime. Since the beginning of the third quarter, they have the lead. Zach Lawrence with a huge touchdown run right here. No one was open, so he just decides to take off and run, and he'll do it himself. UMass decides to go for 2. Running back to the right, 2 receivers to each side. Lawrence looking, he throws it to his running back. His running back has what it takes. He falls forward into the end zone. 2-point conversion's good. 31 seconds. Rice does have all 3 timeouts. UMass kicks it deep, trying to kick it out of the back of the end zone. Not even close. The retirement returns it to the 15-yard line. Been better off just fair catching it. Rice comes to the line under center. Batted down. 2nd and 10. Also, I looked up what offense and defense each team ran, and I give each team the closest playbooks resembling each team. So Rice has Iowa's offense, and then UMass has Virginia Tech's offense, and they both run the same defense. 1st and 10, quarterback decides to chunk it deep late in the game, and it is batted down. 11 seconds left. Enough time for maybe 2 plays if you attack the sidelines, but they're basically just trying to get a Hail Mary at this point. They get the first down. Rice calls timeout. 7 seconds left. Now the Hail Mary goes a little closer. Maybe you can take 2 plays if you go to the sideline real quick. Rice's quarterback just throws it deep to Dickman. Dickman catches it again and gets it all the way up to the 30. I think that actually puts them in field goal range. So we're going to have a 47-yard field goal to tie this game, potentially sending this game into overtime. God. And the kick's up. And the kick is no good. It went left. Wide left. UMass holds on for a huge upset. UMass upsets the University of Rice, and Bo Schembechler is able to knock off Nick Saban Jr. in his debut with University of Rice. So the University of keep on saying University of Old Miss. That's wrong. The University of UMass will start off 1-0, and now they look to hopefully start the Nick Saban Jr. era in the right way. Now, I wasn't for sure if I went wide left, so I went and looked. And as you can tell, my horrible zooming and skills and all that stuff, you were able to tell it did go wide left, or at least from my view, that's left. No, I'm not the smartest cookie in the jar, but that was left. Then UMass's quarterback broke all kinds of records, as you can see this game. He broke the Rice's passing yards record, the American passing game record. He broke record upon record. Then the receiver, Dickman, he broke the Rice's single game receiving yard record in this game. And he also broke the American game single game record for receiving yards. So that is going to be all from that. It's going to be all from that game. And I go over here to tell what schedule we are, or when the games will be played, which I don't do a very good job of showing. The next game I'll be playing was week 7 for the Rice Owls. Then the game after that, I go over to Rice. Or not Rice, I'm on Rice. I go over to UConn. Or UMass, one of those schools. And I see the next game I'll be playing with UMass would be week 5. So I simmed to week 5, which I already just did. Boom, already over to week 5. And that's basically it for this video. If you got this far into the video, make sure you like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I will be doing a $25 PSN or Xbox giveaway at 100 subscribers. So if you subscribe, just comment on the video. We'll be checking to make sure. Just comment on the video, and I will be picking a random comment once we get to 100 subscribers. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep looking up, because that's where it all is. See you guys.